Let me know if you can hear the music. We going live. We going live. We going live. Alright, Twitch is up and running. Facebook is up and running. Can you hear me now? That's what it is.
Double mics. All right. Lapel pin only. Testing, testing. Much better, much better. All right, let's go with that. Okay, just a few minutes so we can go live. Start up Twitch. To the extreme. Come back, come back. Oh, thank you very much, Sabrina, for liking my video. Yay! I'm getting likes and views before I'm even live. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And hopefully I sound okay. Put this music up. That way I can tell if my music goes out again. Let me know if the music's too loud or not loud enough. In the chat, please. A multi-stream. Ooh, starting next week, I go live on TikTok and Instagram, so I'm very excited about that. All right, 2 more minutes, and then we'll be doing this epic encounter. Woo! Woo! All right, looks like we're doing good. Looks like we're doing good. Coming around town. All right. All right, just a few more seconds and we're gonna go live. Very excited to show off the first of many reviews that I want to be doing. This will actually just be an unboxing, but I'm very excited because this is something that I've wanted to get into for a very long time. Woo! 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 All right. Let's get this bad boy started. Ba-da-da. Main screen. Boop. Sit down a little bit. Hello. Hey. All right. So, today is the first of many review days. Like Tuesday, but reviews day. I've had a lot of friends and family ask me how they can help me out with my streaming. I've had people purchase things off my Amazon wish list. If you want to go to my Facebook page, Big Bad Nerd Dad, you can find my Amazon wish list and order things off there. Send it straight to me, and I will crack them open for you and try them out. If there's anything in particular that is not on my Amazon wish list that you would like to see, please private message me, mention it in chat. I'll write it down, take a look at it. If I can pick it up, maybe we'll see it on the stream. If you would like to gift it to me, we'll definitely see it on the stream, which is what we're going to do tonight. One of my friends picked up this Epic Encounters by Steamforged Games. These things have been out for a few years now, and I have thought that they looked fantastic. I love Steamforged Games because they make amazing models, and it just looks like something that's perfect for dungeon masters that are on the go, that are just wanting to get something that's nice and meaty, that will alleviate them from having to build a scenario to accumulate the miniatures that you need. So let me go ahead and show you what was picked up. This is an Epic Encounters box set. This is the Labyrinth of the Goblin Tsar. This is not a thin piece of equipment. It's a good sized box. I got big meaty hands, so you can tell that and I'm going to open it and show you what it looks like for the first time. I've never seen the inside of the contents, but I do see the back of the box. So the idea for these Epic Encounters is a whole scenario contained in a box. Right? It's going to have battle maps. It's going to have the tokens you need, miniatures, a full out scenario / adventure book to go along with it. So for new dungeon masters, new storytellers that are looking for something to, sort of make the first session easy, this is the way to go. Just by looking at the contents of the box. I had a little list here of things I wanted to talk about. So first I want to talk about the price point. The price point is a little expensive. For maybe somebody getting into the hobby, but the truth of the matter is that everything included in the box is what makes it an amazing deal. All right, so double webcam. All right, so I just cracked open the box right here. So the Epic Encounters box comes with 20 miniatures, a battle map, and a scenario book. So I really like Steamforged Games models. Steamforged used to have an amazing sports game called Guild Ball that was phenomenal. A lot of fun, very creative. It was very dynamic. It was a good miniatures war game / sports game. It was basically soccer. Your team of 5 miniatures against your opponent's team of 5 miniatures. You had a much larger roster from that though to pick your miniatures for the game, and so you would build your team based on what you thought that your opponent would bring or what you felt was the strongest available. Steamforged Games does not do that game anymore. They've moved on to other things. They've made the Monster Hunter board game, all of the Resident Evil board games, tons and tons and tons of other stuff. I'm sure they'll have a little pamphlet or something in here. But today we'll be talking about their Epic Encounters, the Labyrinth of the Goblin Tsar. So open the box. First thing at the top of the box was this, what I'm guessing is the adventure booklet. And it's going to give you the rundown. Adventure, overview, hooks, the labyrinth itself, stats for all the creatures. And look at this. So Crystal Mine Goblin, Crystal Mine Goblin Artillery Slingers, Drip Fang Spider, it's a mount, Drip Fang Spider Swarm, Crystal Mine Goblin Assassin, Crystal Mine Goblin Witch, Berserker Grub, and a Crystal Mine Goblin Tsar. So that's obviously what the box is named after, the Labyrinth of the Goblin Tsar. So this entire box set is built to play one scenario. All right, it gives you all the miniatures that you need for the scenario. It's going to give you hook ideas, so how to pull your players into it. Things you can do to be like, hey, you know what, this could help out. It even gives you tiers of play, so it can tell you, hey, if the characters are lower level, level 1 to 4, you're going to make your DC checks relatively easy, 12, and then most of your creatures are going to be dealing D4s for damage, right? You want to keep a balance of the things. I will actually be running this for my Nerd Bros here in the next week or two, just so that I can say that not only did I unbox it, but I actually gave it a chance and I played it. And in all honesty, this looks really well done. Artwork is great. Looks like standard Steamforged Games art, sort of like a messy watercolor. Gives you all the hooks and ideas that we're talking about. Talking about the spiders, the pit trap. So this is preparing a new dungeon master, or a dungeon master who wants to add a little bit more depth to their game of how the enemies work. Reinforcement sneaking around. All right, so this is a picture of the battle map, and the battle map is right here. I can pull it out. Bloop. And the battle map is not small, so this is a map of the map, and then push back main screen. So it's a very nice, durable. It looks like a, what is it? A little less than a 2.5 foot by maybe 18 inches. It was a decent sized battle map to lay on the table, and it's got all the different thingies on it. So crystal mines where you start out, and then the Tsar's throne room, it looks like. So this came out of the box in good shape. Great. And then right there, it gives you a little rundown for each of the encounter points. Crystal cluster, stalagmites, living statues. A bit more of the artwork. We're looking at a big bad spider. Inside the Tsar's palace. Ooh, breeding pits, prisoner pen, witch's hold, crystal mine goblin. Oh, and now the stat blocks. All right, so this is where it gives you ideas of what you can do for your character. So it gives you a nice little stat block, like it would in the Dungeon Master's Guide or any other scenario booklet module. So it gives you basic stats for the character, AC, hit points, all the stuff you need to run these little guys. And then it's gonna give you artillery slingers, drip fang spider, mount. Bloop. Obviously these goblins have gotten in cahoots with the spiders. Spider swarm, goblin assassin, crystal mine goblin witch, a berserker grub, which I'm very excited to see the actual model for that. Crystal mine goblin Tsar. So this is the big bad of the scenario, which is really neat because I know that these epic encounters comes in boxes of 2. So we have this is the first encounter, and it comes with a bunch of little minions, a bunch of little goblins, a couple of medium-sized bases, and then the second box, I don't know what it is for this one, maybe it'll tell me at the end of the booklet, but the second box will come with just one big beefy meaty monster. It could be a Lich King, or it could be a humongous spider. I'm trying to think of a giant dragon turtle. I've seen a dragon turtle. I've seen a young red dragon. Just a bunch of different stuff. It doesn't say. Oh, there it is. Prepare for the next adventure. So when you finish with the Labyrinth of the Goblin Czar, you can pick up the next Epic Encounter box, which is the Web of the Spider Tyrant. So this goes along with all of these goblins riding bugs and spiders and stuff to follow that sort of theme. It gives you a little pictures of what everything is, and that's what I want to show you next, is all of these little miniatures. So they give us some tokens for Pit Traps, Drip Fang, Spider Swarm. Look how neat and tidy this box of miniatures is. So everything fit very neatly on top. So the battle map folds in right there. The scenario booklet folds in right there. Tokens, everything fits neatly into this little box. If you're a dungeon master on the go, this is phenomenal. And now I'm going to pull out the miniatures. I guess I didn't have to do the entire thing. Maybe I do have to pull out the entire thing. Oh, there's tape. I'm a great big gooey. There's tape holding this thing together. So let's take this apart. Whoop. Again, be very careful if you're using X-Acto. Slice away from you. Say it a bunch of times. No tape on the side. Oop, it's upside down, so let's not pop it completely open. Alright, so here we have, oh, this must be where the tokens go. Just a bunch of really nice miniatures. Again, Steamforged Games is well known for their miniatures. Here goes the spider mounts. They come on a nice solid black base. The spider is sort of like not completely hanging off the edge of it. Get it up. Hey John, what's going on? Just showing off some of these miniatures from the Steamforged Games Epic Encounters. It was a spider mount. Here goes some of the really neat goblins that came with it. Goblins. And so yeah, we have multiples of the same sculpt, which is cool. I mean, these are really nice. There's not a lot of each one, so the most we have is 3. 1, 2, 3. Yep. Oh, with the exception of those big mounted goblin spider drivers. Ooh. Here is the Berserker Grub, a big meaty sort of like centipede, it looks like. Yes, I'm not going to paint them tonight, John, but I am going to paint all of these soon with something else that I'll be revealing here in a second. And then here is the Goblin Czar, riding another grub. Ooh. So all in all, like I said, it is a really neat set. Let's get down to the nitty gritty of this epic encounter. Price point. These boxes run you about $50 to $60 a piece. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 medium base models with 3, 6, 12, 14. 14 small base models and 6 medium base models. Maybe $3 or $4 a piece for the little ones, and $5 a piece for these. That's already your money right there. In the miniatures alone, the Epic Encounters is well worth the money. Then they're going to give you the battle mat, right? They're going to give you a whole battle mat for the scenario. And we're not worried about the tokens. These are just cardboard tokens. But everything fits in here nicely. And then the scenario. What looks to be a very well-written, simple scenario. You don't have to follow it. You can make your own. Like if you're an experienced Dungeon Master, you can make your own. Follow it how you will. But it gives you hooks for doing this adventure. 20 beautiful miniatures. A double-sided battle mat. And then this is very convenient. The fact that all the miniatures fit nicely into the box again, right? You cover it up. These miniatures aren't going anywhere. Like they're not going to rattle all over the place. And if you're really worried about that, then you can just grab the box lid and put that back in. Put that on. And now everything's going to stay safe and snug inside of this little box. Throw a no cap up. So, the Epic Encounters box by Steamforged Games is a great value. It's going to run you about 50 to 60 bucks. In this one in particular, there's 20 miniatures, an adventure, a battle map, tokens. Great ways for you to get your adventurers into this side quest. You can use it for a one-shot. Maybe you're going to a game store and you want people to try it out. Maybe you're trying to teach somebody Dungeons and Dragons or a different RPG altogether. You can ignore the stat blocks that were inside the scenario booklet and just follow the scenario. Go with that. Replayability. The miniatures are fantastic. You can reuse these goblin miniatures, not just for this Labyrinth of the Goblins are, because a lot of them aren't writing bugs, right? Only 5 of them were actually writing, 4 of them were writing spiders, and 1 of them was writing a giant like centipede. So the rest of the goblins can be reused for all different types of adventures, because there were goblins with bows and arrows, goblins with chain whips, goblins with swords, goblins with slings. So you can use those goblins for anything else. So the replayability of this Epic Encounters is phenomenal. Like I already said, for half the miniatures alone, that's the cost of the box. And then the box is nice. Like it's a very durable, forget what it's called, where it's like a mesh, or the box doesn't look like it's going to tear up very easily. It'll fit neatly onto your bookshelf. For dungeon masters like myself that go all over the place, I'm a storyteller for hire, so I'm constantly going to new places and toting a ton of terrain, toting a bunch of miniatures. This makes it easy. This is just, I can put this under my arm and I'm good to go. Run and set after I paint them all, right? Terrain would go fantastic on the battle mat, if I want to bring a little extra terrain for that. But the battle mat is beautiful itself. It looks like a very nice, dim, grody cavern with crystal clusters all over the place. Maybe you get some crystal cluster terrain pieces, and you just have to remember where the stalactite and stalagmite tokens are on the map, which again, that scenario booklet is perfect for helping you run that kind of stuff. If you are an existing dungeon master, you can see the value in this. You can see that you're just gonna pop it on your shelf. Your friends want to come over and run something really quick. You can just grab one of these Epic Encounters off the shelf and bam, you're good to go. If you're a brand new dungeon master, this is exactly what I wish that I had growing up. Let me see what I have right here. When I was growing up, I had these AEG pamphlet scenarios, and so it's exactly what was inside here, a scenario booklet that tells you about, and it's just a half-fold sheet, see? And there's literally dozens of these things all over the place. Matt, what's going on, Matt? Thanks for giving me a like. This is what I used growing up. These things are $2.50 a piece. I remember buying these from, they weren't called Barnes & Nobles. There was another bookstore in the mall, Books A Million or B. Dalton, something like, I think it was B. Dalton. And I remember going in there after I had picked up my first Dungeons & Dragons Player's Handbook and Dungeon Master's Guide, and learning and really getting into building adventures. And then I was like, well, I've got all these ideas in my head, but I don't know how to put everything together. And these were my bread and butter. These were my, oh, this is how you put together a solid scenario. This is how you make a map. This is how you position or put bad guys, creatures in different places so that it doesn't overwhelm your players. Epic Encounters is the totally upgraded version of this, right? It has the scenario guide on the inside. It tells you exactly what to do, how to play it, how the goblins would react, and things like that. Perfect for brand new Dungeon Masters. It has 20 miniatures on the inside of it. It's got a battle map. It's got tokens. The only thing that you would really need to play this is dice and a core rulebook of some sort, so you can run whatever game that you're trying to run, unless you know the rules by heart. And if you do, God bless you, because there's so many things that you have to remember. But this does it for you. One core rulebook, these painted up, which I will be doing on the stream over the next few weeks, to get ready for my nerd bros to play a game of, they're going to play this exact scenario after I learn it and run it for them. And I'm not going to change anything about it. I'm not going to make it, I'm not going to try and make it better for how I feel would be better. I'm not going to try and dumb it down. I'm going to let them all be level 5. Hey Isaac, what's going on? Thanks for giving me a like. This Epic Encounter by Steamforged Game is fantastic, phenomenal, great, wonderful value, amazing models, fantastic for new and old storytellers alike. Highly recommend it, and if you get the chance, pick one up, because they come in a variety of flavors. This one was goblins. I have a whole list on my Amazon wish list that you can take a look of. Right now, I think that there are some good deals where you can buy them in the bundles. Like the one after this one is going to be the Spider Queen, and then there's one with like lizard folk. There's one with dark dwarves and like a frost giant. And so there's the sets are fantastic. Like that's the next thing I want to pick up, is the giant spider that goes along with this, so I can do a 2-parter for my guys. But that's going to be it for the unboxing. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments below. Message me on Facebook, Big Bad Nerd Dad. Over the next few weeks, I'll be doing really short videos like this where I just go over something that one of my friends, family members, followers on the stream have sent me something. I was really excited when this Epic Encounters came in, because I've been wanting one of these for a very long time. I just didn't have the will to purchase one for myself. But my good friend Jared was like, you know what, I want to see what you think about it, because they look neat, but he's a brand new storyteller, a brand new dungeon master, and he wasn't quite sure where he would fall on the line for where this would help him. And I can tell you right now that these are extremely beneficial to new storytellers or storytellers that have been doing it for a long time. Next week, next Tuesday, I'll be doing a unboxing of this little fancy thing. This is a handheld airbrush, and this is all that you need to airbrush models, airbrush terrain, airbrush t-shirts. I don't know, we'll try a bunch of other stuff, but this is neat because I've been wanting an airbrush for a very long time, and one of my friends and followers of this stream got it for me for my birthday when I was doing the 24-hour charity stream. He was like, oh, I saw that you have it on there, it's a great deal, I want to see you use it and tell other people about it. And I've been wanting an airbrush, and so this will be fun to do next week. I'll get some practice in with it this weekend, priming some models and trying to learn some airbrush effects. But until then, I will see you next week. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a good night, and I will see you Thursday night for Tabletop Thursday. Balls ahead, rubble behind.